What is up, everyone? Okay, before we get started, I've got to be careful about how I say this because I want to say some stuff before we get to this car. First off, I have learned a lot through my adventures in the car world over the past 12 years. I've seen a lot of trends and I've been here for a long time, done a lot of things, built a lot of cars. Recently, I have found out that the best way, for me personally at least, to enjoy cars is to keep it simple. Stupid. You don't have to say the stupid part, but it's effective and it helps me. I've learned that keeping things simple is so criminally underrated in the car world these days. Because let's face it, I think a lot of people have this misconception that in order to stay relevant or in order to enjoy their cars in general, just like their favorite YouTubers, they have to continue making these groundbreaking or one-of-one builds or projects that gets them noticed. When in reality, like, a lot of people just end up testing their own boundaries and stretching their own wallets and then end up having a car that sits on jack stands as a failed project, and they're no longer able to enjoy it and end up making a car that just sits in your garage for years on end. I don't think it's preached enough that it is so important to keep it simple, stupid. Hurts every time, but works like a charm. Take it from me, I have been very ambitious. And it comes with the territory. You kind of have to be, because you have to push the envelope to get views and captivate people to continue watching your content. But for me personally, pushing everything that I knew actually ended up, I think, taking away from my enjoyment of cars rather than helping. And it also ended up giving me a lot of cars and a lot of projects that ended up not running, which ended up with me selling them or letting them sit. And you guys know which cars I'm talking about. I think a lot of people get the wrong idea from YouTubers and influencers these days. And there's nothing wrong, obviously, with any of this because all of it's insanely entertaining. But you look at people like Rob Dom, Adam LZ, TJ Hunt, or other influencers, or people with teams of people that are just cranking out builds that are nearly impossible to the average person, and even super hard for most people in general with teams. They're cranking out cars that are so cool and so unique. Even if you could make a car that unique, you probably couldn't keep it running. I think a lot of unrealistic expectations are set these days. I think it makes people think that in order to be relevant or able to even enjoy your car, you have to build something so unique that you end up testing the boundaries of your own self, your wallet. And again, there's nothing wrong with any of these super awesome builds on YouTube. They're entertainment, but I also think that there's a lot to be said about people like us having realistic stuff and being able to still enjoy stuff that you guys could enjoy every single day without having to be the latest and greatest. For me, I've realized that I need to step back and go back to a bit of grassroots, keep everything simple, and just make something enjoyable again. I'm buying a car today that's gonna take me back about 3 years in time. And it's gonna allow me to do something that I wish I would have done. And I wanna use myself as an example for all of you so that you guys can take my word and stop being so hasty to just jump right into a project when in reality, if you just waited a little bit longer, got the right thing, saved up a little bit more money, you could have just figured out and got the project that you really wanted, that you really needed, and that you're really happy with. Today I'm buying one of the cars that I've always wanted, and it's actually a car that I currently have similar in my collection, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm restarting, which I think a lot of people underestimate and need to do for themselves. Good old reliable, trailer, check, truck, check, limo tent, check.
Just a day.
After a long 4.5 hours, we are finally about to pull up. I don't think anybody's going to be expecting this purchase, but I'm excited about it, and I'm excited to tell you guys why I'm getting it. And I don't think a lot of you guys are gonna get it, but I promise it's for the best. Let's go. I've officially bought it. This car is killer, dude. Oh boy. I just took it for a test drive and this thing is mint. Well, it needs a little bit of love, but like, for what it's worth, it's sick. And I'm so excited to build it, bro. I've wanted to do this and I'm finally doing it. All right, and 9 hours of driving later, I am home with the new baby. Guys, this is, so when I was originally buying my IS300, I impulsively bought that car. Granted, it was a good price and it was kind of a cool deal because it was a red manual, but I wanted a Sport Cross. But I also didn't want a manual swap one because I didn't know how to do it at the time, and I also didn't have the right amount of people or the right shops to help me do it. Now that we're able to do tons of cool stuff in the shop, I've got a whole Sport Cross build planned, and I think that's kind of the twist that some people are not going to maybe like or anticipate. But first question though, should we keep it this color? I don't know, actually, we're just gonna go move on from that. You guys already know I had to put the TEs on it ASAP, and the first test we always gotta do when we get a new whip is do a burnout.
Three weeks later.
Look, smoke.
Smokes, that's right.
It needs a clutch. How was that, Gabs?
She goes, smokes.
Good old autos, right? Just gotta put it up against the building and that's yeah, baby. For this video, I'll end it here. And what I want to tell you guys is sometimes all you need is a fresh start. And a lot of people are scared to do that. With this car, I'm gonna give myself a fresh start and a new chance to build something that I originally actually wanted to build. And I'm gonna do it right this time. And I'll give you guys a little bit more info the next video we do. Sometimes in life you might feel stuck. You might feel like you've gone too deep, you've come too far to give it another shot somewhere. But listen guys, it's never too late to give it another solid try. Keep it simple, do what you love, and we'll explain a little bit more about this car the next video. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn those notifications on. See you guys next video. Peace, boys.